Welcome to my attempt at solving the regular expression practice quiz of medium difficulty. I have 20 minutes for this quiz. That's how much time I have for medium quizzes. It's not going to take us anywhere near 20 minutes to solve this. The problem is to write a regular expression that recognizes numbers between 0 and 255. Very useful for recognizing IP addresses. So we should recognize numbers that have leading zeros because sometimes you have 001. So example is like 010 is the same as 10. It is, so it's valid. So let's start the timer. And you see I've got my 20 minutes. So any number that starts with a 0 or a 1 and has two digits after it is a valid number. So again, we'll start with the start. And so if 0 or 1, and then let's just do digit. So that's 0 or 1, so that matches the 10 and the digit. So now I lost the match on the 10. See, that's the 10 because that's two digits. If I add a third digit, I lose the match on the 10. So now let's make this a optional. So it's either it can be there or it might not be there. So that's any three digits or two digits. Now if I had a single digit, it wouldn't work. But notice that I'm matching 500 or 50. I don't want that. And I'm matching 100 out of the 1,000. I do want the 100 here, but I don't want it. So I could put the end there, the end symbol. So that's going to be three digits or two digits. Now, that doesn't match any of the 200 level numbers. I also want to say, or I need to say any of these, so it would be beginning 0 or 1, optionally, and then a digit, optionally, a digit, end. So now that would match, if I had a 5, that would match a 5 with the last digit. So we need to have at least one digit. Okay, so that takes care of all the numbers between 0 and 199. How do I get the 200s? So I want to deal with the 200 numbers. So I say I'm going to start with a 2. I only want numbers from 2 to 255. So if I have a 5, then I now have to go from 0 to 5. I can't say digit because then that would match 259. Or so I then say 0 through 5. And that gives my 255. But I didn't get 249 because I don't have a 4 there. So now I could say, or, and I should put my end of line mark, because again, in this data, each number is on its own line. If I were just trying to match it without, I would not put the beginning of line and end of line marks in there. So now I need to get that 240. So that's actually a beginning with a 2, and I want 0 through 4, right? So it's 209 or something like that, or 219 or something. And now, in the 4s, I could get any digit. So now I could say D and end of line. So now that's matching all the numbers from single-digit numbers, two-digit numbers, a leading the 0 three-digit number, leading with two zeros one three-digit number, the 250 through 255, and then the 200s from up to 249. So I should probably move that here. So we can see how this is matching 0 and 1, two-digit numbers. So that's from 0 to 199. This gives us the 0 to 199, but maybe only single-digit numbers. And then this gives us the 200 for 200 to 249, and then we have our 250 through 255. So that's matching all the numbers in the range that we're interested in, and it does support leading zeros, so we can have our leading zero here, and this would be potentially your second zero, so it could be 001, 009, all the way through. We could write them all out, but we don't need to. There's probably even a simpler way of doing this regular expression if you Google it. But again, I'm just exploring it from just taking a look at the requirements and how I would approach solving it. And since it's a medium quiz, you got 20 minutes, so I finished in a little less than 5. I could go take a break, or I could Google the answer, or I could Google a closer answer, maybe a more efficient answer. But this does solve the problem and is a reasonable solution for getting all the numbers from 0 to 255. Thank you very much. I'll hit stop, and thank you very much.